Hi, this is Dawn with the online worksheet or online homework that I made for you on June 4th, 2022, or 06/04/22. How to say ED for past, employment and student-teacher interviews. This is about how to say or pronounce the ED endings for regular past tense verbs. Examples: in worked, the ED sounds like t. Work is one syllable, worked is also one syllable because the E is silent. You don't say the E. In finished, the ED sounds like t. Finish is two syllables, finished is also two syllables because the E is silent. You don't say the E. Here's a different one. In called, the ED sounds like D. Call is one syllable. Called is also one syllable. The E is silent. You don't say the E. In opened, the ED sounds like D. Open is two syllables. Opened is also two syllables. The E is silent. You don't say the E. Now here's the special rule. If you have D or T before the ED verb ending, example, in needed, the ED sounds like id. Need is one syllable. Needed is two syllables because the E is not silent. You say the E. My supervisor repeated the instructions. The ED comes after a T here. In repeated, the ED sounds like id, repeated. The E is not silent. You say the E. Repeat is two syllables. Repeated is three syllables because the E in the ED is not silent. Now here are the questions. Number one, last year I worked at Superstore for 6 months. Worked, worked, worked. How does the ED sound in worked? Worked, worked. Number two, in my last job, I cleaned hotel rooms. Cleaned, cleaned, cleaned. How does the ED sound in cleaned? Number three, yesterday I studied English online. Studied, studied, studied. How does the ED in studied sound? Studied, studied, studied. Number four, my spelling improved after I did Dawn's online homework. Improved, improved, improved. How does the ED sound in improved? Improved, improved. Number five, yesterday I needed to work the evening shift. Needed, needed, needed. How does the ED sound in needed? Needed, needed. Number six, I checked my answers 2 times before I gave my task to my teacher. Checked, checked, checked. How does the ED sound in checked? Checked, checked. Number seven, when I did my task in class last week, I remembered to read the instructions and questions carefully. Remembered, remembered, remembered. How does the ED sound in remembered, remembered, remembered? Number eight, I used a capital letter for the first letter in the sentence that I wrote. Used, used, used. How does the ED sound in used? Used, used. Number nine, my manager wanted me to work late yesterday. Wanted, wanted, wanted. How does the ED sound in wanted? Wanted, wanted. Number 10, last week I watched a video on YouTube about English pronunciation. Watched, watched, watched. How does the ED sound in watched? Watched, watched. Number 11, Yesterday, my supervisor showed me how to use a new machine. Showed, showed, showed. How does the ED sound in showed, showed, showed? Number 12, my teacher corrected my mistakes. Corrected, corrected, corrected. How does the ED sound in corrected, corrected, corrected? I hope this will help you answer the questions. Thank you.